watch Jordan Peterson.
Unparalleled. And the consequence of that was that we injected billions of people with an experimental, and it wasn't a bloody vaccine.
Of course
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
It's
Well,
not.
because it have 100% success.
What the fuck is his credentials? He's crazy.
He's talking about the COVID vaccine?
Yeah, he says it wasn't a vaccine.
Because it uses that different delivery technology?
Yeah, I'm assuming
probably like the nugget that he's deriving that from.
They think it edits your DNA. Like solar flares.
That's right. You think it's a definition of vaccine? The whole point of the vaccine is to give your body a protein to train on so that your immune system works. Who cares if it's not the same? There's different types.
They used the word vaccine so that they didn't have to contend with the fact that it wasn't the same technology.
There are different types of vaccines
There certainly
that are different technologies.
Fine.
The mRNA vaccines is a type of vaccine technology.
Vaccines. Now this is vaccines.
No, it was like this and now it's like this.
No. It was like this and now it's like this. The mRNA technology was a radical qualitative leap forward in technology.
Forward?
You can call
it was like this.
So
I
what's the
once
problem?
got a vaccine this big.
I'm getting such professor vibes from him right now. Like going back and forth with his student. Like an
Professor
ass.
Dumbass. What an idiot.
Professor.
Huh? So, Professor?
Right, there we go. Call it a vaccine if you want to, but it bears very little resemblance to any vaccine that went before that. And the reason it was called a vaccine was because
That's like saying an electric car isn't a car. Listen, dude.
Right.
That shit ain't a car. I don't know what the fuck you
It's
call that.
not a car. And it's like, well, it has 4 wheels and you ride in it and it takes you places. Doesn't matter. And the inside is totally different.
Different technology,
different
bro.
engine.
That shit's scary.
Yeah, that's he's very stupid. He's
Big
a very
brain.
stupid man. I don't
Big
know
brain
why people
shit.
think he is smart. Don't really get it.
Big brain.
Like there
Vaccine was a-
are people like in his in his daily, like Ben Shapiro, I think is, morally reprehensible in a lot of ways, but he's not just like plainly dumb. Jordan Peterson really just, like, so many of these clips is just like, what is wrong with him? You're like,
For shizzle.
Every year he gets more crazy.
yeah.
More unhinged. People keep going, Jordan was right, dude. People are mad at you this week. Jordan was right.
brand name that had a track record of safety, and shoehorning it in that was one of the ways to make sure that people weren't terrified of the technology. And
I think the reason it's called a vaccine
understand
is because they're injecting you with something that's inoculating you against something in the future because it has proteins that resemble a virus that infects
there
your
are
immune system to
overlaps
train against.
between the mRNA technologies and vaccines, to be sure, but they wouldn't have been put forward with the rate that they were put forward if they weren't a radical new technology. And it's bad in principle to inject billions of people with an untested new technology.
Isn't it also bad in principle for billions of people to get infected with a worldwide pandemic that initially was causing a decent number of deaths, a ton of complications, shutting down world economies?
I think that the meme there was the this big, no this big.
Mm-hmm.
H3 critically. Wow, 50 gifted. Thank you. Is that our a benefactor?
I don't think so. It doesn't seem
I
to be
don't
the
think
same
so.
account.
Oh.
But big up. Thank you very much.
A new
H3
benefactor.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Jordan gets heated about VAERS data?
Yeah, the vaccine adverse event
thing being
reporting
talked
system. It's a program to basically keep vaccine safety.
Ooh, spooky.
And when you look at the
Oh, shit.
VAERS data, there's more negative side effects reported from the mRNA vaccines than there were reported for every single vaccine ever created since the dawn of time, and not by a small margin. So it's not just the excess deaths.
I agree.
It's the VAERS data.
What is VAERS data?
It's the database that until the COVID-19 pandemic emerged, and we had the unfortunate consequence that there were so many side effects being reported, it was the gold standard for determining whether or not vaccines were safe. And now, as soon as it started to misbehave on the mRNA vaccine front, we decided that we were going to doubt the validity of the VAERS reporting system.
Okay, the VAERS reporting system never been the gold standard for anything. VAERS reporting is just if you want to report that there is some issue that you have after getting a vaccine. That's it. I think it's
What do you mean
vaccine
that's it?
adverse.
What the hell do you think it was set up for?
to report adverse events that
Why?
happen after a vaccine.
Why?
To track and see if something was related to the vaccine.
Right.
So
Why?
most people didn't even know VAERS existed until after the COVID vaccine. Once people know that it exists, of course, more people are going to engage with it. But what happens
So
when
it's
you
all
submit a report?
noise.
No, well, it could be or it couldn't be. So what do? When a bunch of stuff
Well, you first of all might begin by suggesting that maybe it's not all noise.
Correct. So when
Especially
all
given
of
the
these
excess
things are
deaths.
admitted to VAERS, what they do is, from there, they investigate. All you can do, all VAERS is I might go and get a vaccine, and maybe in 3 days ago, I got a headache. I'm going to go ahead and like call my doctor. And
I saw a comment that I thought was kind of interesting. They said at least Jordan Peterson is like honest about his like psycho conspiracy theory. Like it's interesting that they can actually have a direct conversation about stuff that people would otherwise not even admit to believing because it's so crazy. But Jordan's like, let's talk about M&M vaccines as fucking genetic mutations that you know are killing people. So it's interesting to have a conversation with somebody like that that's so open about it. So I guess props.
Yeah, I mean they ended it on pretty good terms. They weren't like screaming at the end or anything.
That's nice. We all come together. We like to make friends here.
I don't have any illusions about the fact that there are people on the right who would use power to impose what they believe to be the core, what would you say?
That's me.
Their core idol. Of course.
You're supposed to be better than me, damn it. You didn't take his alpha brain, that's what it is. Okay, there it is. Kind of fun, kind of weird, kind of wild. And that's what this show is all about. That's kind of the subtext.
It was just getting good, and then he was like, "Oh, we don't have much time. We got to end it. Sorry. Do you want to say anything else?" And then that was it. Yeah.
What is he so busy? I love that. They go, "Oh shit, I'm out of time." It's like
Vagina.
You don't do shit.
I was wondering that too. I wondered if it's like so YouTube could check it maybe, or maybe the editors just said keep it at 2 hours. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. So we can keep going with the King back that ass up video, or we can go with the 3-day alpha male boot camp, or we can go with this kick predator, which doesn't sound that fun because it sounds kind of fucked up. Enough predator talk. Pred talk.